Peace out. How I sold a $222,000 offer without revealing what it was. Powerful Genius, I promised you after this insane start into the new year, I would come live and share some details about the lucky bags we just ran. If you're new to my world, I am currently in Tokyo, Japan, and I knew that the New Year celebration are massive over here. I don't mean like clubs and partying, but really going to the shrine, the temples, the spiritual ceremonies of a new year. If you want to know more about this, I'm sharing this in the upcoming podcast episodes of the Big Money podcast. If this is your vibe, if you haven't been listening, you just can comment podcast below this video and we send you over all the links. So I'm not sharing more about this today. However, the other part, the business part, we saw everywhere here in Tokyo happening was lucky bags. And those are literally shopping bags, sealed, and you don't know what's in it. And every store had them. The donut store, the nail salon, the hotels, department stores, electronic stores, like it didn't matter. Anywhere we would go, lucky bags. So of course we had to find out what it was, and it's really the only thing you know. It's a sealed mystery bag. You don't know what's in it. All you know is that it's at least worth double of what you've paid, and it determines how lucky you're gonna be in the next year. At the same time, completely trusting whatever is in the lucky bag is exactly what you needed. It's exactly coming from the creator, from the universe for you. And I thought, oh my gosh, I love this. Let's create a rich and happy lucky bag series. So we had lucky bags for $22, $222, $2,222, $12,222, $22,000, and $222,000. And literally clients didn't know anything. Just like I told you, these are the lucky bags. This is the concept. This is where it's coming from. I love it. And if you're in it, you're in it. And if not, not. So I obviously have been obsessed with this. And one morning, I thought I sold a lucky bag for $22,000. But after checking my PayPal, I've actually realized we just sold a lucky bag for $222,000, pay in full via PayPal. Back then, I didn't even know this was a vibe that you can send pay in full like this via PayPal. I haven't received PayPal money in this quantity from one person. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. New things. We're learning new things here. How exciting. And obviously I had to reach out to this woman and I had to ask. First of all, I was celebrating like crazy. But afterwards I had to reach out to this woman and I thought, this is so genius. What I want to share. And I'm like, tell me about you, because your name is completely new to my world. I've never seen you. You've never purchased anything from me before. And these were the things she said. I've been following you for quite a while on social media. I haven't purchased anything before. It was too cheap for me. And this time I just really wanted to treat myself. I knew it was coming from you. I knew it's gonna be fun. And I just wanted to gift myself. And I'm like, thank you so much for sharing this. And obviously at the end of the live, I'm gonna reveal what was in her lucky bag. But there's no but. These are the learnings for all of us. First of all, if you have a price point on your heart, you gotta say it. Even if other people think, oh my gosh, this is crazy, this is insane, no one's gonna buy it. If it's on your heart, there is someone else out there. There is a match. You just gotta trust. Second, we learn so much, and I actually wrote a couple things down. So if I'm looking to the side, it's really a couple things which are so important for me to mention, and I don't want to forget them, is why I'm a master at offer creation. So many of you think like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna do the same thing, and then you wonder why you don't have the same results. Again, really referring to the next episodes next week. of the Big Money podcast, I'm sharing really wild insights about the energetics, because this is a part you don't see. This is where now you think like, oh my gosh, let me do the lucky bags, and I saw this, it worked for Janine, let me do the same. And then you do the same, but you don't get the same results, and you wonder why. Because there's a part that's invisible. I do every single day, you don't see. And this is where the magic is being created. So I'm sharing this very openly in the podcast episodes. Second, it's always something I've been teaching in my world from day onwards for the last 6 years. And that is really, in your world are always people that buy from you. There are always people in your world that think, oh my gosh, you're too cheap. They don't buy from you because your pricing is too cheap right now. And there's always people in your world that buy from you because they consider you too pricey. So those 3 types of dream clients, of people will always exist in your world. So you can't make it mean anything if someone says like, oh, you're not for me, oh, your price is too high, oh, your price is too low. You're just going to follow what's on your heart and soul. It's never too high. I don't know who started this lie in the industry that it has to be super cheap. No. It has to be a price that feels aligned for you. And what I see very often is people don't charge higher prices, although on your heart you have a real strong desire to charge higher prices, but you don't because you think it's too pricey. Who's gonna buy this? It's not your job to figure this out. The universe will, the creator will reveal. You will find out those details the moment someone purchased from you. And the other part I would like to add here is many of you do not charge the prices you truly desire because it's uncomfortable for you, and really your pricing reflects your self-worth. I'm repeating this. Your pricing reflects your self-worth. Repeating this again, your pricing of your offers reflects your self-worth. When you have a very low self-worth, self-esteem, you have low prices, guess what? The other person on the end who's supposed to buy this is going to feel it. Just saying it the way it is, something to contemplate. The other part is I wrote down, I wanted to share about is really the energetics of selling bold offers. I feel in the online space, in the coaching world, it's like we have one trailblazer, it worked for them, and everybody else is becoming a copycat of that. There is nothing that's exclusive, nothing that is bold. And bold doesn't have to be always like a bold, higher price than everybody else. But how many people do you know in the online coaching space that are selling lucky bags or have sold lucky bags? Many of the offers we create in the Rich and Happy world are just so new. The concept of everything we do. It's not just a price point, what's the content, how we teach, what we teach, the different modalities we combine of being an investment banker myself, of having a very strong spiritual, astrological, energetical background, really combining so many different worlds. In my eyes, this is why clients receive wild, insane results pretty fast. So when we talk about the energetics of bold offers, like if I have a look at most people offers, especially of my one-on-one clients, in the beginning they are very boring. Gotta say it the way it is. It's just very boring. It's like it's a masterclass, it's a signature of a blah 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 blah. It's everything is the same as always. There's nothing like, ooh, this is cool, this is exciting, like I want to learn more about it. And I think many of you have heard that you have a messaging problem, that you have a marketing problem, and I deeply believe it's all of these and none at the same time. Because here's this thing, and I highly recommend this to you is you start watching documentaries about luxury brands from their early stages on. Dior, Chanel, Gucci, like how those brands, Yves Saint Laurent, how those brands evolved. And you will realize one thing with how they started. And this is they used all their energy in the beginning. And this is the early stages for most of us. They used all their energy to create insanely high value offers. Gucci become known not for like Gucci creative things and or whatever. In the early stages, they became known for their leather products, leather belts, leather bags, for the high quality of their leather. And they become so exceptional, like all their financial resources, time resources, everything would flow into the leather production. So now I'm asking you, how much time, financial resources, time resources, energetic resources actually have flown into your offer creation? And for many of you, the way you create offers is just like, let me create something like super quick and easy, don't even care really about it, and sell it. And this, I feel, was really the online coaching space in 23, 24. A lot of people saw how much money can be created with high ticket offers, and they just created a shitty offer and put a high ticket on, and this didn't work. And it still doesn't work. But what worked is, and this is what the luxury industry is teaching us, you have a high quality offer, like above average leather, and then you add a high ticket price, and then people are willing to pay. But for many of you, you don't even have high value offers. You just have maybe a high ticket price, if even. So no one has ever taught you really how to create high value offers that print money like crazy. So I deeply believe this is before you go into like your messaging and your marketing. It's all super important, and I deeply agree. After you've created a high value offer, it is something we can move to afterwards, is the messaging and the marketing. But before, because otherwise what's happening, I'm marketing something shitty and I'm becoming known for something shitty, for something trashy. For me, it's personally not the vibe. Especially if you want to enter the luxury world, the premium world. It's a world on its own with its own rules and regulations, but its own customer rules. Let me say it like that. And it is not just that you can enter and say like, I'm entering the luxury world by having a luxury product with a luxury price tag, or like a product with a luxury price tag. This would be correct. So we're not doing that. And if you feel like, hey, it's something I want to master, it's something I want to improve, we are having this Sunday, January 19th, a new program, new masterclass Vibe Style, where I'm really teaching you about everything I know about offer creation. And it is, sorry, no, my computer, something popped up. Perfect sales pitch here, live. Sorry, this was so wild. I gotta tell you in a second what popped up. So, sorry, coming back. This Sunday, January 19th, we're having a live masterclass on luxury offers that print money like crazy for you. Literally everything I've learned about selling lucky bags for 12 days. We made over $700,000 in cash, all in the bank, because it was only pay in full with an audience of Instagram of 1,050 people. Our email list is about 2,000 people. We always clean, we always cleanse. It's like, it's not about the audience size. It never was, and I deeply believe it isn't, because if you create high value offers, this is where insane money is. And many of you just aim at the wrong factors. It's like you look for having a lot of people in your community. How can you have more followers? And don't misunderstand me. It's always cool to have a bigger audience, because with that comes more possibilities, but it's not a requirement. Because if you don't know to create high value offers, if you don't know how to create high value services and to market them and to sell them, it's not going to help you to have a gazillion followers, because you're still lacking those skills. And this is what I meant when I said, like, how much financial resources, time resources, energetic resources have actually flown into your offer creation. And this is where many of you say, not a lot. Yeah, this is manifestation. Input equals output. Your input has to match the output you're getting. So if you haven't put a lot of energy into that, and that is like financial resources, time resources, brain resources, you can't expect something great on the other side. And this is, many people want the money that comes, but it's a byproduct of what you create, how you are being in service to the world. And this is really something you have to learn, you have to master, and then big money flows easily in my world, in my client's world. So if this is your vibe, you want to join, you just can comment below this live video. Also, when you watch the replay later, Print gives you the link. It's $222 only. And if you're part of the Feminine Wealth Engine, don't comment Print, just go to your member area, because you get 50% off. Can't wait to see you this Sunday, January 19th, for our new masterclass on offer. Love it. See you then. Mwah.